And I want to just tackle this one question with both of you.
Mm-hmm.
With Michigan not jumping Georgia after beating the former number 2 team, that means Georgia is in no matter what, Ari. The only thing that keeps them out is if they lose by 3 scores or more. He's a Georgia fan.
I'm not sure that's true.
If Alabama beats Georgia by 1, I think they are out. Like, is there a notion that the committee would put Georgia in over a Oregon or over a 1-loss Texas if the time comes where they need to make that decision? Like, no matter what?
The committee values conference championships, and Georgia has a good resume. Missouri,
solid resume. I don't know if it's great resume.
It's okay. It's not as bad as we thought it was going to be before the season. We were looking at them before the season and kind of laughing at the schedule, but Missouri came on strong. Like, Tennessee's still in the top 25, I believe. I'm pretty sure they are.
Somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Anyway, so they also have some quality wins. So I think there's a decent shot. I mean, they need help. If everyone wins that's supposed to win on Saturday, my lock of the week fails, then I think Georgia is probably out. But I mean, if the committee has a way to put Georgia in, I think they will. But they do value conference champions a lot, and Georgia would not have that piece. And it's not like they have this beast of a resume that would help them.
Yeah, if it's really a conversation about the 4 best teams, I don't think anybody can fix their mouth to say that there are 4 better teams than Georgia, regardless of what happens against Alabama. Obviously, it's a little bit more of a nuanced conversation than that with, strength of schedule and best wins and et cetera. But, I mean, Georgia has double-digit wins against all the ranked teams that they've played. 2 of them, Tennessee and Ole Miss, were complete dominating fashion. So when it has been time to rise to the occasion, they've done that. I can envision a world where they're still in the top 4, even with a loss, just for what I said earlier. I mean, if it's about the 4 best teams, regardless of, who wins their conference championship.
Then they shouldn't even play the game this Saturday. What's the point of playing it? If that's the case, put Alabama, Georgia into the field and be done with it.
Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Texas.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's cancel the games and just put those teams in. The thing that I don't think is possible is I cannot fathom it. If Alabama wins, Florida State wins, and Michigan wins, putting in Georgia over Oregon and Texas would be like so cringe to me. Like, and I know that it's the best teams and not the most deserving. But the most deserving is also the thing that keeps the integrity of the season in place. And, there have been plenty of times where the best teams don't make it.
Yeah, I mean, Boo Corrigan said this week, he's like, most deserving is not a real thing. It's like, dude, you can't look me in the eye and tell me that TCU is a better team than Bama last year. I mean, I wrote this column. Like, you can say most deserving is not a thing, but like your actions speak louder than your words.
Yeah, I mean, in 2015, and this is the only one that pops off to me, because I covered it. But Ohio State in 2015 was probably the best team in college football. They lost the one game on their schedule they could not lose, and they did not go to the playoff because most deserving equates to the wins and the conference championships and the things that you get that bolster your resume. It's one and the same. If they put Georgia in over Texas and Oregon, then you're telling Oregon and Texas that their entire seasons were a waste of time. I do not think you could do that. The same way that you said last year, Dave, it's the inverse of it, right? When you said that the four best teams did not get in, but that's okay. Like the 4 best teams don't get in every year. They don't.
All right, I got a quick thing. You did say, I'm just gonna qualm with you. You did say that Ohio State lost the one game they could not lose. Was that right in 2015?
Yeah.
Which game was that?
The game that they lost to Michigan State and kept them out of the Big Ten championship.
Wait. I was told that you can't lose to Michigan, Ari. So
I meant like in the eyes of the committee. Like they lost to a team. No, they lost to a team that took their spot in the Big Ten championship game.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
you said it was the one game that
you're trying to catch me slipping.
You said it's the
if Ohio State would have lost to Michigan that year instead of Michigan State, they would have made the playoff.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying you said it was the one game they couldn't lose.
I'm not being I'm not contradicting myself. It's a fact. I think that Ohio State fans who are probably happy they didn't lose to Michigan, but they might have won the national title in 2015 had they lost to Michigan instead of Michigan State.
Well, that sounds terrible.
So, it does.
Ugh. Ugh.
I personally think if the Georgia loses, they're out. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
There's just a lot of moving parts. Like it's nice to have some conference title games with a lot of stakes. Like every single Power 5 conference game has some playoff relevance, and I don't think that's ever been the case in the playoff era. I'd have to go back and look, but I don't remember all 5 having real playoff stakes. It's pretty intense.
Yeah. I also agree that Georgia will be out with a loss, just for the record. But
there's too many good teams out there still.
Yeah.
This isn't last year. Last year, TCU and Ohio State got to go after ending their seasons with losses because there was nobody else viable to be put in.
And not Georgia good losses. It should know. Should be
like if Texas and Oregon are sitting there like puppy dogs with conference championships, and like Oregon's last thing they did was beating Washington, and then they get left out because Georgia beat Tennessee, like that is just like banana land, and nobody in the committee room is stupid enough to fall for that crap.